Art Inspires Life by Laura Hand. The name of the mural is Butterfly Lovers. It was created by artist Neri Tan, painted by muralist Francisco Vargas in 2013 at 1612 Fulton Street.
The mural is 22 feet tall. It was painted with very vivid colors that stand out from even a distance across the streets. It's not obvious at first that there are two people in the mural because it looks like butterflies until you get closer to the piece, and then you realize that it's actually two people embracing one another. It is on the side of an apartment complex that was built in 2013 as part of the revitalization of Fulton Street. And it's also part of the art scene in Fresno that is trying to bring art and culture to the forefront of the community. It was selected through a local contest when Granville Homes decided to build the apartment complex, where artists submitted their work for the project, and the winner was Neri Tan, who lives here in Fresno. I selected this mural for several reasons. I think that the inscription along the side of the mural, "Art Inspires Life," is interesting and goes well with the concepts that we have been learning all semester in class. It reminded me of one of Kraft's statements that the visual arts open up pointed and particular ways of perceiving and loving the landscape. This mural ties together the individual, the community, and nature, which are all part of the local valley landscape. The figures in the mural, the lovers, show us to love our differences as much as our similarities. They also call attention to how essential it is to care for and love our natural surroundings. The second reason that drew me to this mural is the vibrant color scheme. I think that the colors reflect the vibrancy of the valley. Being an agricultural community, the earth tones and oranges are symbolic of the produce grown here and of the life that the produce sustains not only in our local community, but in the global community as well. This mural also has cultural meanings that I find interesting. Van Hoosier wrote that every part of life signifies something about the values and beliefs that shape a culture. Therefore, every part of culture communicates something about the meaning of the whole. Everyday theology is about trying to read bits of culture that communicate not only explicit messages, but implicit moods, basic orientation to life, or one's sense of one's being in the world. Van Hoosier claims that culture communicates. If we consider art to be a part of culture, created by the culture in which it appears, this mural communicates several things to the audience about the Central Valley culture. Two figures in the mural appear to be Hispanic, and the style of the mural is reminiscent of Hispanic artwork in which reflects the valley's prominent Hispanic population and culture. The two figures also appear to be dancing with one another, which reflects the popular theme in Hispanic artwork where the female dancer is seen in long, vibrant dresses or skirts that seem to float around her like the wings of a butterfly. Van Hoosier also discusses how culture orients us in the world, which is closely tied to how it communicates because these areas of art and culture overlap. This mural orients us in the valley because the butterfly itself has ties to the many cultures that make up the Central Valley. Communities here in the valley, the butterfly is the symbol of both abundance of fortune and good health. The valley is one of the top producing agricultural communities in the world due to its natural climate and the fertile soil. So this mural and its inscription reflect the Native American culture because both the butterfly and the life-giving land are represented in the mural. For the Hispanic culture, the butterfly represents the souls of the dead and is often celebrated during the yearly migration of the monarch from Mexico, which happens to coincide with the Day of the Dead celebrations in November. This is symbolic of the valley culture because we are closely tied to our ancestry and heritage, and this mural represents the lives of those who lived and died to make the valley what it is today. For the Christian community, specifically the Catholic community here in the Valley, the butterfly represents the intuition to commit to and follow the right path to one's goals through strength, courage, and resilience. This mural reflects these concepts because both the image of the butterfly as well as those of the lovers represents the strength and courage to commit to one's path and the resilience to stick with one's decisions. According to Van Hoosier, culture reproduces and spreads beliefs, values, ideas, fashions, and practices from one social group to another. I think that this mural does this because the butterfly is also a symbol of beliefs such as transformation, rebirth, hope, and spirituality. People who see this mural and the figures within it will be inspired whether they make the deeper connections or not, because people have a sense of how the different elements in the mural play a part in life. The dancers representing joy, the lovers showing affection, the colors bringing creativity and imagination to the area, the butterflies representing the delicate side of nature. All of these elements will speak to viewers on different levels, but the mural will reproduce ideas or beliefs in all of those who see it. Finally, Van Hoosier discusses how culture cultivates the human spirit through spiritual formation, as it is the process by which the human heart is shaped, oriented, and forms. I think that this mural can work to cultivate a sense of community because it incorporates so many elements that bring cultures, beliefs, and peoples together. By drawing on both culture and nature, the mural shows how the diverse community found in the Valley can come together in harmony. There was not a lot of information about the mural, why it was chosen, or why it was painted on this particular building. However, from what I could find, this apartment complex was part of the revitalization project of Fulton Street, and I believe that this mural is fitting because it symbolizes the rebirth, vitality, joy, and life found here in the Central Valley.
The monarch represents immigration and all of the hard work, the unity, and the beautiful. As you can see, the pattern of the monarch inspired me. This is a quotation by Neri Tan, who is the original artist who created the piece that inspired the mural. Seeing the mural in person was interesting because I had done some research before going to the Mural District in Fresno, so I had seen photos and recreations of the artwork before going to film this video. Although I've often driven through the Mural District and have seen a number of the Fresno murals in passing, I have never really looked at them. So this experience was something new for me. I think seeing the art in person changes the way you see a particular piece. The size of the mural itself was quite impressive. It was almost overwhelming. I highly recommend going to the Mural District and viewing the murals in person because it changes your perception of the artwork and is quite inspiring. Thank you for watching.